So yeah, it's pretty much known that Kaiser Chiefs are used to buying free agents, bro. And Zenan Zamovic, right? He's now free on the market again. You know what I'm saying? So like now, this actually has led to questions actually resurfacing over whether Kaiser Chiefs could actually revisit their past interest in the Bosnian striker, as they actually look to bolster their attacking options, right? And I would just say that, look, bro, Zamovic was previously on the radar, when Nabi was still there, right? And unfortunately, Nabi did monitor the situation very closely because he was actually exploring some striking reinforcements. However, that interest never actually progressed into formal talks or even an official proposal, and Zamovic ultimately opted for a move to Iran, right? In search for regular playing football, right? So Nabi has then since departed the club, and Chiefs' technical structure has also changed. It's now under the radar of the two co-coaches, Khalil Ben Yusuf as well as Cedric Kazi. So the change in the leadership has actually introduced a new layer of uncertainty, and whether the pair actually share the same assessment Nabi once had towards Zamovic, right? So the striker's availability could be appealing, okay? I'll put it like that, particularly given his familiarity with South African football after his stint with TS Galaxy before actually heading abroad, okay? But I'm not really, I don't really think Kaiser Chiefs are still interested because, Flavio Silva is actually a great striker. But I think they need to show more interest because, like, apart from Flavio Silva, they've got Wandile Duba, they've got Ighodaro and Tashrik Morris. And I still feel like Ighodaro as well as Tashrik Morris, those are not proper strikers. Those are not the type of strikers that you can rely on for goals. So they really need to revisit their interest for Zamovic. Because Zamovic used to bang in the goals, broski. And the league is going to intensify after the AFCON break. And goals are often the premium. So the club needs to actually assess their options to add additional firepower. Despite the fact that Flavio Silva has proven that he's a match winner. But again, remember, if he's not firing, you need someone else to replace him to take his place. You understand what I'm saying? And I feel like Zamovic can actually strengthen that forward line and actually bring a different dynamic attacking profile to that Kaiser Chiefs attack, right? And for Zamovic, the door to South Africa remains open. And with his fitness and his free status agent, it actually makes him an attainable option for the club, seeking experience without a transfer fee. So whether that opportunity leads back to Naturena, however, remains unclear, but depending largely on whether Chiefs' current technical decision makers see him as a Kaiser Chiefs player, in future. And I also forgot to mention Mayo, right? But depth is actually needed because Chiefs will be competing for 3 competitions.